Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's TAG97 again. Hope we're doing very amazing today. We're going over the Black Ace Tactical Pro Series X 12 gauge shotgun. And also, guys, do not forget I have Instagram as well. Just go down to the description down below, find a link that says TAG97 and hit that link. Once you do that, you go straight to my IG. Hit that follow button and get anything that's exclusively happening on Instagram that you never get to see on the YouTube channel. And you also get updates that's going to be happening on the YouTube channel as well. I also want to thank my viewers, subscribers, and of course the Patreon donors. Without your guys' love and support to the channel, it will never be big as it is today. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I love you all very, very much. I also want to thank Skip from Aaron Tactical Solutions. His link is also down below too. Give him a follow as well to show the love and support and share that love too. With that being said, let's get started. Alrighty, so let's get into the educational part of this video, or better known as the specifications. So with that being said, I do need to say a quick disclaimer that some of the specifications I'm going to go over were not posted on the website, so I had to do my own measurements and a couple of other things on my own. So some of them are rough estimations, but they should be spot on. And before we start talking about this awesome firearm, let's get into that case and what it comes with. So you get a really nice case that's durable, nicely foam padded, and everything that you would need for this case. You first get your extended barrel, then you have your extension magazine tubes, you have the spring for that as well. You get a folding socket with a pistol grip, 3 chokes, and a choke wrench, which is easy to unscrew your chokes and screw them back in to interchange them. So let's talk about the length real quick. So how it comes straight out of the box, it looks like this. Nothing different changing. So with the 18.5 inch barrel, the overall length is roughly 39 inches. Now once you take your 24 inch barrel and put it on here with the same configuration, it's going to be leaving you roughly at 44.5 inches overall length. And like I said, you get 2 barrels. One is 18.5, the other is 24 inch. All right, so let's get into the interesting part of this video. Let's talk about the magazine extension tubes that come with the shotgun, the ammo we used in today's video, and the best recommended shotgun shells to be using for target practice that most ranges will accept. So with that being said, let's get straight into the original configuration and on how many rounds you get straight out of the box. So your capacity with the original configuration from the box is going to be leaving you at 4 plus 1. 4 into your magazine tube and 1 in the chamber. Now you have 2 other options which you can do. You could do the 2 plus and the 6 plus magazine tube extensions. Keep in mind when you change out the tubes, you need to change out the springs as well, because you will have cycling issues if you do not change that to the right spring so it has enough tension to have cycling. So that being said, let's put the shotgun to the side and let's talk about the ammo we use in today's video. And of course, if you already know, I love Winchester and we use Winchester, and I'll show you a picture real quick. So we use 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch, 1200 velocity, 8 shot. Definitely recommended. I love Winchester. They make good shotgun shells and I never had issues with their ammo. So the best recommended shots to be using with your 12 gauge for target practice, because some ranges have restrictions on you using slug and double a buck. Now that could be a different topic we can talk about for home defense and what to use in real world, but for target practice and using at the range, most ranges prefer you use 7 shot all the way up to 9 shot and higher. So that would be my highest recommendation to you. Alright, so let's get into my favorite part of the video, the trigger poundage test. So this is an estimation to find out where the trigger is laying roughly with that poundage for that trigger pull. I will say that I did clear the firearm prior to this. I'm not going to get into that. So let's take the firearm off safe and we are going to be ready to go. And let's bring out that trigger poundage test tool, which we have right here. It is 0, so there's no trickery going on. I'm going to find that sweet spot on the trigger. Once I do that, I'm going to start slowly pulling. Now, to me, it feels roughly like a 5-pound trigger, and we should be finding that answer very soon with that distinct click. Anytime. There it is. Wow, I was pretty close. So that one is roughly 5.5 almost. I'm going to do one more test to make sure that I'm not going crazy and that the tool is giving us also a right estimation. So you got to bring back that bolt. We're going to test that one more time. The firearm is on fire, obviously. I will show you that it is zeroed yet again. And we're going to find that sweet spot on that trigger, and we're going to start pulling yet again. We're going to wait for that very distinct click, and there it is. Okay, so that time was actually closer to 6, surpassing 5.5, but closer to 6. So I would say maybe the poundage on this is between 5.5 to 6 pounds roughly. That's just an estimation. Keep in mind that the tool is not 100% accurate. It's just to give us a rough estimation of where the trigger is laying in poundage. Alrighty, so let's wrap up these specifications with the weight and the MSRP. So the weight of this firearm roughly is going to be leaving you at 6.6 pounds, or conversion to ounces, which is 105.6. So roughly how it comes out of the box is pretty light. Now if you start putting an extension barrel, extended magazine tube, then yeah, it's going to start adding a little bit more weight, especially if you're loading it too. But right out of the box, it's extremely light in my opinion for a shotgun, especially at semi-automatic too. Also, let's get into that MSRP, or the retail price of the firearm, because that's everyone's least favorite subject, and let's get into it. So I have seen from multiple different platforms that sell firearms. I haven't seen this in any mom and pop shops or anything, so I can't tell you that. But I did see on a couple websites that most people are selling this roughly for $640, all the way up to like roughly 700 and something and change. Now, because we're going through the pandemic, the people that may be overpricing it, I don't know, I can't promise, but I'm always going to say play it safe. Now, these are also the prices before an FFL transfer and also tax and shipping. So it can always be a different price, but roughly that's what you should be paying, is those prices I just told you. Alright, so since I'm done talking about the specifications, let's get into how I personally feel, negative and positive overall. So when I talk about the negativity of any product review or firearm review on this channel, it's not that I'm bashing the company at all, it's just my own personal feelings, and everyone has their own opinion, so you can take them with a grain of salt or you can take offense, but my intent is not to hurt anyone's feelings. It's just my own personal feeling, okay? So no one get upset, alright? So the only thing I'm not really a big fan of this purchase with the shotgun is the case. Now, I did say it's a nice case, it is. But for the price that you're paying, you're getting what you're paying for, right? Your main product is the shotgun. So I would highly recommend that you get a different case later down the road, or you can keep in the same case, it doesn't matter. Yes, it is durable, but the locks on it are kind of iffy. They don't feel like a solid click. It's just plastic contacting and plastic kind of feel. The foam, within a couple of days, already started deteriorating, having issues, and it doesn't really lock everything in place like I thought it would, just like snapping in kind of feeling. You know what I mean? When you have a custom foam fit. Other than that, negativity wise, the firearm is good, just got breaking in, lube it up nice, and it should work just fine. So let's get into how I like it. Number one, I always love black. Tactical black is always my favorite choice for a firearm. Nicely made. I love that it's interchangeable with so many different compartments and just so many things you could change into this firearm. There's the picotet rail, which you put some optics. You have some decent sights that remind me of ghost sights. You have the interchanging tube, so you can change the capacity. Now, you do have a picotet rail on the bottom. I would recommend putting a flashlight because it is a pretty long distance if you were to put a grip on that. I have not the longest arms in the world, but that would be pretty uncomfortable to grab right there. It's semi-automatic. It gets the job done. It's interchangeable. And it works just right, and the price is fair in my opinion. So, nothing bad at all. I also like the trigger as well. It cycles fine, and it's just, that's really about it. It's a shotgun. It's not going to have many features, but for what it has, it gets the job done, and that's all I ask for when it comes to a shotgun. Okay, so let's get into everyone's favorite part of the video, shooting compilation. So with everything being out of the way, if you did skip this part, I always recommend you go back to learn the specifications. If not, no worries, just skip to your favorite parts. But I always ask you highly to hit that like button and subscribe, because that's always highly appreciated. If you're a new subscriber and you're new to the channel, this is one of the very first few videos that you watch, I welcome you to the TAG97 family with open arms. You're always loved and appreciated on here, because I love seeing you guys subscribe, because I always get a notification on my phone popping up saying that you guys subscribed, and it puts such a big smile on my face. So with that being said, let's get into that shooting comp, and I hope you enjoy the video. So as you see, the Black Ace Tactical Pro Series X 12 gauge shotgun in semi-automatic, not the pump version, definitely did an awesome job. I loved it and it was fun. So definitely highly recommended and definitely TAG97 approved. What an awesome shotgun for the price that you're paying for it. I would definitely say you're definitely getting your money's worth. So many different ways to customize this to you and for whatever uses that you're using it for. It was a blast to shoot, very well made, very sturdy in my opinion, and I don't really hear much playing it when I shook it. It just is a very well made shotgun for the price that you're paying. So highly recommended for sure. And I want to show you the accuracy real quick. So yes, I am aware that it is birdshot. You're not going to get a consistent same hole, but I'm just trying to show you the groupings of those pellets hitting in the general area. So I took 3 bird shots at 15 yards to show you the accuracy roughly on where your rounds are going to be landing. Other than that, it was great. It was fun to shoot, and I would recommend it. If you did enjoy watching this video, I always recommend you hit that like button and of course subscribe, because you're helping out the channel a lot and you're always loved and appreciated. I got nothing more for you. I love you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. I catch you next time, and thank you so much for watching.